Welcome to the Distance Learning Classroom at the College of Southern Maryland on the La Plata campus. I'm Michelle Simpson, your instructor for the course. And today I'm going to be telling you how you can effectively use this classroom when you're giving your speech presentations. I'm going to be giving you a little overview of the classroom. I'm going to be showing you what technology is available for you to use. And then finally, I'm going to be talking about how to use that technology during your presentation. So first, I'm going to talk about a little bit of an overview of the room. The College of Southern Maryland has had a distance learning classroom for about 15 years. And what's so great about having this classroom is that it allows us to have students on all of our campuses be able to take the class together. How you're going to be using this classroom is that when you come to the campus that's closest to you to give your presentation, you will be able to see the other students at the other campuses. So for example, I will be here in La Plata, and I will be able to see the students at the Prince Frederick campus and at the Leonardtown campus. So that's a great opportunity for everyone. And there's lots of technology in the classroom. There's a computer, a document handler that I'll talk about in a minute, and there will be technicians in each of the classrooms to help you set up your presentation. So now that you have a little bit of an overview of the classroom, let's talk about the technology that's available. So first, we have a computer where you can set up your PowerPoint slides. And you can bring your PowerPoint slides on a CD-ROM, on a memory stick. You can even bring your own laptop. You can connect your laptop up to the system. Or you can have it on your email. We have internet access in the classroom, so you can access your PowerPoint in that way. We also have something that's kind of fun. It's called a document handler. And what this allows you to do is to take an object or a piece of paper and put it down here, and this is a camera. So whatever is here will be projected onto the screen. Over here, we have a VCR, where you can play a VHS tape or a DVD, so you can show a short clip during your presentation. And there's also a VCR that will be recording you while you're giving your speech. So now that you know a little bit about what technology there is to use, I'm going to talk about how to use it while you're giving your presentation. One of the challenges this room presents is using PowerPoint slides. Because what you will need to do is move between showing yourself on the screen and showing your PowerPoint presentation and then back to yourself. You will not be able to show both yourself and your PowerPoint at the same time. And the way you can do that is by using the touch screen. The touch screen, as you can see right now, camera 1 is highlighted. That is the camera that is showing you during your presentation. When you want to move to your PowerPoint slide, you press the PC button, which will then project whatever PowerPoint slide you have onto the screen. So then you can talk about that slide and then move back to yourself by clicking on camera 1, and it shows you again. So let's take a look at what that looks like from the audience's perspective. You're giving your speech on using PowerPoint, and you want to say something about what not to do on your PowerPoint slides. So you would talk about that for a little bit, and then you would move to your PowerPoint slide. And so you just click on the PC button, as I did, and then there's the slide. And so then you talk about that briefly, avoid writing everything out word for word, avoid fancy fonts, and this is an example of what not to do on a PowerPoint slide, by the way, but just to give you an idea of how this works. You talk about it briefly, and then I'm going to hit Cam 1, I'm going to hit that button, and it's going to bring me back to me, and then I'll talk more about my speech. The same is true with using the document handler. It works in the same way. You talk about whatever it is that you have on your document handler, and then you move to a button that says .cam. And then that brings up whatever is on the document handler. You talk about that, and then you move back to camera 1, which will show you. So keep that in mind as you're preparing your visual aid. You do not want to put your entire speech outline on a PowerPoint presentation, because that would be too much moving back and forth between yourself and the presentation. I would say develop 1 or 2 really effective slides that really brings home a point in your speech and just use those. Then that way you won't be worrying about doing that during your speech, and it won't be so cumbersome to go back and forth between yourself and the presentation. So practice your speech many times before you come to class to give the presentation, and so that you're comfortable with the content and the technology won't present an obstacle. And I encourage you to come to campus. It's a great experience. You get to meet other students in the class. I get to meet you. I get to put a face with a name, and I always enjoy meeting students. So good luck, practice your presentation, and I hope to see you soon.